What's going on, everybody? Atomic here, bringing you back to my tutorial land. So today we are going to be building a compact iron farm. Now this iron farm, as you see, it clearly works. It just spawned it in. It's very small and it is pretty efficient. So I just built this not too long ago and we already have 60 iron and one cooking up right now. 70, that actually gives it 64. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a peek at the items needed for this. We will need for this build, I'll link it down in the description, but we will need 2 water buckets, 1 lava bucket, 2 chests, 8 hoppers, 47 glass panes, 34 walls, 2 trapdoors, 1 zombie, 3 villagers, 3 beds. Disclaimer on the zombie, you will either need a name tag or a zombie that holds an item that you dropped. You also need 1 minecart, a minimum of 2 rails, a way to power one of those rails, so you'll need a powered rail. You'll need 10 non-flammable blocks, 3 signs, and 1 slab. Now this right here is for it to be built. To make it work, you're going to need an additional 176 slabs. So that's a total of 177. Anyways, let me go ahead and grab these items and we'll go ahead and get this built. All right, so when you find your location that you're going to want to build this, you're going to want to have a 4x8 location, 4 wide by 8 long. You're going to grab your walls and start like this. So we're going to go ahead and take 1 here, then we're going to go 2, 3, and 4. Now these right here are just placeholders so y'all can see what it's going to look like. It should be like this. So you have 1, skip, and then the last one. Then you're going to take the sides, and these are going to be placeholders until we get to where we're going. So you can use blocks here and then just make sure you remove them. I'm going to use this to make it make sense. So including this one, you're going to go out 8 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go ahead and remove all of our placeholders. Then you're going to want to go over from this block that we just placed 2 blocks. So 1, 2, on the 3rd one, we're going to place it. All right, so when you have everything looking like this, not too hard so far, you're going to have 2 different sides for 2 different things. Pick the side that you want to put your hopper and chest on, and that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to go ahead, the side that I want my hopper and chest at, I'm going to go ahead and place these blocks back here. On top of these 2 walls right here, I'm going to go ahead and place 2 glass panes, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and bring up my walls on each side. Once I place my glass panes down, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 chests directly on top of these glass panes. 1 right here, and then 1 connected to it. I'm then going to take up my walls to a 3rd level, just like this. On this side over here, your non-chest side, you're going to go ahead and bring this up 3 high as well. Next, you're going to go ahead and figure out what side you want your villager to sit on. Your villager is going to be on the opposite end of your chest, so I want my villager on the left side right here. So since I'm using the left side, I'm going to go ahead and cut out an area where I'm going to use my rails to come in at. I've already got this pre-done, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these out, just like that. So our villager is going to take a rail right here. So next, grab your building blocks. You're going to take your building blocks and go to the zombie side where they're sitting, and right here, you're going to place a block. So basically, here's your wall right here. You're going to go in 1 and place a block. You're going to go ahead and bring that up. Next, you're going to go ahead and take this block up to a total of 3 high. So it should match these walls right here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Once you get it 3 high, you're going to go over by 1 block, just like that. Underneath that 1 block that you went over, you're going to take that 1 slab and place that 1 slab right here. It should look something like a 7 with a slab underneath it. All right, so next what you're going to want to do is come right underneath the slab. So this block right here, you're going to grab your trap doors. You're going to place 1 looking towards the chest. That way it opens up just like that. The second one, you're going to go on the outside of this block right here, and you're going to place the trapdoor right here. Now, if you did this correctly, 1 trapdoor should be right here, and then catty corner, there should be a trapdoor right here. They should not be even. To kind of show you what I'm talking about, see how it's even right there? We don't want that. All right, so after you have your trapdoors placed down, you're gonna go ahead and grab your beds. You want one bed facing this trapdoor right here, just like this. And then you want your other two beds not facing that trapdoor. So two of these facing this window, this one facing the trapdoor. I'll go ahead and fly up here so y'all can take a quick look, making sure everything looks right. Once y'all have the beds in, what you're gonna do is take your glass panes and you're going to kind of enclose this build so far. We're gonna go ahead and make it too high for right now, all the way around. We're gonna skip the back portion and just do the sides. All right, so it should be looking something like this right here. Next, what you're gonna wanna do is these blocks right here, you're gonna want a way to get up on top of these. So we can always build a little staircase right here or whatever we may need to do, but we do need on top of these two blocks. Once you're on top of these two blocks right here, you're going to go ahead and take this out two more. So it should be a total of 3 long and 2 wide right now. That way you can get over here to your chest a little bit better. You're gonna go ahead and grab your hoppers and run 2 hoppers directly into your chest. And then you want 2 more hoppers going into those hoppers. So you should have 4 hoppers angled directly into your chest. Once you get your hoppers facing into your chest, you want to go on the side, so right here, and you want a hopper facing into this one and into this one, just like that. So I'll kind of give you all an overview of how it looks. So you have these two with the arrows facing in here, and these 2 hoppers facing into there. You want to do the same thing on the other side, just like that. Next, you're going to go ahead and make sure you're back up here on top, and you're going to go ahead and fill the rest of this in with your blocks. Then you're going to go ahead and take your walls, and in the corners right here, you're going to go up 1 high on each corner. Back here, you want to do the same thing. Then you're going to take your glass panes one more time, and you want to cover over these 2 hoppers right here and these 2 hoppers right here. We're gonna go ahead and fill the rest of this in over top of the chest with our walls, and we're gonna bring that up 1 more high. So it should look something like this. All right, so next you're gonna go ahead and grab your sign. You wanna place 1 sign at the very bottom. It can be either side, but whatever side you have to pick, you have to follow these steps for that side. So we're gonna pick the left side. We're gonna place 1 sign here at the very bottom of this wall. Then you want to place 1 sign off the second glass pane, just like that. After you put that second one on that glass pane right there, come up and then over 1. So you should have a open area right here. That is where we're going to go ahead and place our lava. Our lava is going to go just like that. Now, because you have a sign down here, a sign here, and a sign here, it holds the lava up. Next, you're gonna go ahead and take your walls and go off this glass and enclose the entire thing now. After you enclose it, it should look something like this. It should be 2 wide right here, going directly into lava, and your lava should be directly over top of your hoppers. What you're gonna wanna do now is you're gonna go ahead and take your water. You wanna weigh out, of course, so, I mean, I'd probably put a block here and stand on top of these walls right here. That way you can take your water and it doesn't push you into the lava. So you want to take your water and go on the opposite side of the lava and place 1 right here and 1 right here. Make sure to put it directly on the building blocks. If you did this right, the lava should still be there and the water should push everything towards that way. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is take our glass panes and we're going to go ahead and close in everything else. We can't close in this hopper right here. It just, it acts like a block. But we can make everything else closed in. On the sides at least. Alright, so once you have everything closed in, you're gonna go ahead and want to remove your way up there. That was my way up there. Then you want to get 3 villagers on the inside of here. You can either get them in minecart from down here, or you could have made a path all the way up here and then have them drop in from the top, but you would have to remove the water like this and then let them come in right here. But you need 3 villagers on the inside of here. I'm gonna do it the easy way, and I'm gonna go ahead and break this window and place my 3 villagers in here. So 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm gonna go ahead and close that window back up. So if you have your beds in there, they should link up to the beds. To make this work properly, you have to let your villagers sleep for at least like 1 night. So by sleeping, they just have to touch the bed with their heads and then get out of the bed. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're going to turn it to night real quick. All right, so they're all linked to their beds. We know they're sleeping. This is all they have to do. Once they're sleeping once, then you can go ahead and go to sleep, but you wanna make sure they get a little bit of rest. After you get your villagers in there, it would probably be the best idea to go ahead and add some slabs around it. Now the number that I gave y'all was for a measurement of 11 by 16 area. Usually iron golems can spawn typically like 10, but we want to be careful and we want to make it kind of look, I guess, squarish or rectangle-ish. We want to kind of go with the build. So what I went ahead and did is from this middle block right here, I just made it a total of 11. So this right here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you would want to go 5 from this one to right here. All right, so after you let them sleep for just a second, what you're going to want to do now, I went ahead and put the rails in here to kind of speed this process up. But you're going to go ahead and take your glass panes and you want to finish this just like that. So just finish off the rest of that. You can add a piece of your glass pane right here, but just do not add this bottom one yet. All right, so while it's still nighttime, you can either sleep and do this later, but we're gonna go ahead and get the zombie. So I make a 5x5 hole, and like I said before, and put the water in the corner. Now I put a piece of glass here to kind of see what's going on. So let's go ahead and get our zombie in there. Once you have your zombie, you want to have it already named, or you want to have it already holding an item. We're going to go ahead and name this zombie real quick. You're then going to go ahead and take your minecart. When you put it on the rail, just kind of bump into it. He should grab it, and just like that, a golem is going to spawn. And as you see, it did spawn up there. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to sit over here, and I'm going to cut this part out. But as soon as it spawns, I will show y'all it working. And there we go, 1 spawn. So you want to try to remove all of this right here, including the rail that was underneath the zombie. And if you're afraid that you're going to knock the zombie out of the minecart, you can always press F3 and B, as in boy, and it'll show you the hitbox. So you can actually come over here and hit where you need to without hitting the minecart. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that, and you'll want to slab it up for the main reason that if it's not slabbed, he will spawn down here and he'll whack this zombie a few times and the farm is gone. Yeah, so we don't want that. So go ahead and put that piece of glass right here. They can still hit through that glass, and make sure it's slabbed up around it. That is it for the farm, guys. It is super simple, very small. If you're messing with an area that doesn't have a lot of room and you want a golem farm, this is it right here. If y'all have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, consider subscribing and leaving a like. But until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.